about doing my first lifestyle photo shoot, and there are so many freaking grackles in that tree. Sounds like a Hitchcock movie. It's ridiculous. I'm out here in Dallas at the Lumen Room and gonna do a lifestyle photo shoot today because that's what they say you should do. I woke up this morning having some kind of self-consciousness about it. It got me to thinking, like, how much I am just afraid to be myself sometimes. You know, I don't know why that is. I think I'm all right. There's something crazy that happens when somebody tells you you need to do a lifestyle photo shoot, and that you go and research what people do, and you see all these crazy outfits they're wearing and like how fresh they look. And then you go through your own closet and find clothes that are appropriate for something like that. You realize you don't really own shit. I'm really, really excited. I'm getting to do it with a past client, and she's super amazing. So I'm excited about that. But I also woke up this morning self-conscious about what I was going to wear and how it was going to look, and if I was going to look like I was trying too hard. And I just very clearly heard grown-up Matt say, just be yourself. But I realized that sometimes I get so uncomfortable revealing parts of myself to everybody, right? Like, I don't mind going out with clients dressed the way I dress, but for some reason, all of a sudden doing this photo shoot thing dressed like that made me really, really super self-conscious. And I started to kind of dig deeper on that. And we just spend so much time, I think, worrying about our appearance and what other people think of us. And maybe you don't. Maybe this is just a me thing. I don't know. And I realized today was a really cool opportunity for me to intentionally be myself. So I reached in my closet and I grabbed like the 6 things that I wear almost on a straight rotation. I think normally I would have really obsessed over it. And I find it encouraging that there are people out there who gravitate towards me for exactly who I am. You whore-ass whore. I wouldn't be too concerned about the drive-in. That's just one of the things about the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. These neighborhoods have been here since the 50s and 60s. Right?
Yeah, my grandpa lived one street away.
I'm gonna turn on the lights. Down here on the floor. It's all gravel.
Huh.
It's definitely flat. It's got like a black tar, and then it's got rocks on top of it. Tons of shitload of ventilation. I cut my teeth on Lake Highlands. I was an individual agent, but when my career really started taking off and I quit bartending, there was a guy who'd come into the restaurant and he was like, look, if you want to quit here, I'll give you like a 60-40 split on your own deals and you can be my assistant. And he was paying me like $4,000 a month, which I was making more than that bartending, but it was close enough to where I could get out of that and go do this. So I was their assistant for like 9 months, and they at the time dominated Lake Highlands. And so I got to see so many cool houses, and I really think it didn't catapult my career from a transaction standpoint, but I think from a knowledge standpoint it did, because I was able to have conversations about difficult houses to sell. They would tell you right now, anybody can sell a 2004 build in Plano, right? Yeah. It's like 6 different floor plans and 5 different elevations. They just plop, 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 right? You want to learn how to like negotiate a contract? Come over and start selling pier and beam houses that haven't been touched since 1967. That'll teach you how to negotiate real quick. The reason people move to Lake Highlands is, one, it was built out in the 50s and 60s. So there's a lot of people over here that are just, you know, the reality is though, you get to live in Dallas, be really close to 635, and have good elementary schools. The rest of the schools over here, once you get into middle school and high school, are rated pretty similar to any other public school system. But there's 3 really great elementary schools, and you get big lots and 1-story ranch style houses. And there's not many areas in DFW where those exist anymore. Almost all of that stuff was built in the 50s, 60s. That's the reason Lake Highlands is so attractive. I just got off my coaching call with Becca, and it was
Becca's been coaching me for like 4 years. So I think outside of my mom, she probably knows me better than anybody else. And we were talking a lot about just the fact that I probably need to be on ADHD medication. If you look at every report card since I was a kid, it says talks too much, can't focus. And I've resisted that so much. I don't know whether it's just because I don't want to take medicine. I'm not sure what it'll do, right? But the reality is it's probably something I need to look into. And she and I were talking about ways that I could get a little bit more focused during the day. And it was a hard conversation to have because I am so uncomfortable with just being myself sometimes. Like I'm having a conversation with somebody that I know, love, and trust who's telling me all of these amazing things and give me really good advice. And I'm naturally like, no, I don't want to do that because I shouldn't have to. I should just be able to figure this stuff out. Like the adult Matt inside is like, it's fine. There's no reason why you can't accomplish this thing. Just the majority of my life, I've been intentionally swimming upstream. Maybe because of the ADHD, because I'm not focused enough to figure it out, but also because I have this natural resistance to me. I don't know if everybody experiences that, but I get really concerned about what people think about me sometimes. I don't dance at weddings because I'm afraid people are watching. You know how absurd it is to think that everybody at a wedding is concerned how Matt Kelderman is dancing? It's ridiculous. And yet I don't get up and do it because I'm afraid I'll look like an idiot. But in reality, when it's just Luke and I at the house, we're dancing around like morons to 90s rap music, right? So like, it's not that I'm afraid to do it. I'm afraid of what people will think. I'm afraid of being myself. I'm afraid of being that level of vulnerable. Like I said, I think I'm pretty rad. And so I don't really know why I resist me so much, but I do. So honestly, if you can do anything between now and next week when I put out another video for you to watch, I would just say, one of the best things that you can spend your time doing is just really embracing yourself. As I've kind of done this video this week and been really forced to focus on all the ways that I'm not myself, it's also made me realize the absurdity of it. So I hope if you take anything away from this video, you go out there this week and you embrace some of the stuff that you don't like to show people very often and just show it to everybody, right? And see how they react, because I bet you it's probably gonna be a little bit sweeter than you think it is. So hope you guys have a great week, and I'll catch you on the next one.